All right, so I'm going to talk about something that is detrimentally affecting and plaguing modern society, and especially the youth. Not exclusively, but especially. People being chronically online, which is way more accepted today than it was, say, a decade ago, when the people who were chronically online were pretty easily identifiable. They'd be the internet kids, they'd be the kids who brought the internet culture with them into their lives. They were easy to spot, but nowadays it's so widely accepted that they're actually often considered the cool kids or the cool people. Personally, and I'm not trying to impose um, opinions or judgment onto others, but personally, I pity these people. I used to be one of these people not that long ago, and I figured out that staying off your phone is not just so much better for you mentally, but you don't need to know what everybody's doing. You don't need to see where that person you met one time at a bar went to eat today. You don't need to see where the people who you were friends with in college are going on vacation and who they're hanging out with and where they went last Saturday. You don't need to know any of it because you realize, at least I realized, if you have a small circle of people that you actually care about, that's really all a person can manage anyway, of like trustworthy, worthwhile friends that are actually going to care about you beyond just, oh, I'm in college, or oh, I'm in high school, or oh, I'm in this setting. I'm so popular. I have all these friends. They care about you as far as they can get things from you, as far as there's a return. And you're probably the same way with them. It's a transactional relationship. It might seem like I'm getting off topic here, but my point is you don't need to follow the daily lives of these people. You just don't. And a lot of people do it because they like getting messages or likes. Or, again, they just like seeing what everybody else is doing because they feel like they're missing out. So, one way or another, you're getting your dopamine fix from it. You can spot these people. They're typically girls. And typically, the younger they are, the worse it is. The younger they are, the more chronically they are online. Just look at a girl's Snap score. The younger the girls are, typically the higher and higher to ridiculous levels it is. Whereas older women, not nearly as much. Like, personally, I'm 23. When I meet an 18-year-old girl on a dating app or in person or whatever, and I get her Snap, usually I'm willing to bet that her Snap score is going to be over 1 million. Whereas I met a girl who was 28 a few months ago, her Snap score was like 10,000, 15 maybe. That's the difference. It's a generational difference of who grew up chronically online and who didn't. And you can look on Snap Maps, just to use Snapchat as an example, and see these people constantly, constantly on Snapchat, constantly, or on Instagram. They're online. You can see the bubble, the little green bubble, or on Facebook, right? Which, with the older generation, they're on all day, resharing funny, relatable minion memes or quotes with celebrities on them or pictures with Snoopy, whatever boomers do. And Gen X, oh, generation today is not the same as mine. Actually, we're a lot more alike than you think because we both spend all day on our phones. We both spend all day long on the internet. You're complaining about how kids today spend all day on the internet while you're spending all day long on the internet. The difference is we have this drug of a device in our lives that you didn't. And we were given it at a very, very early age. So, back to my point, a bit lightheaded. So I'm trying not to be too rambly here. My point here being being chronically online is really a disease, and you can completely cut it out of your life just by being busy, just by giving yourself more important things to do and not finding joy in watching other people live their lives all day. I mean, again, I look at it now and I think, well, that's kind of sad that they want us to know every little aspect of what they're doing. And there really is a line. And this is just how I see it. This is, again, just my perspective, not trying to impose judgment. But it's hard for me not to see it that way. And I think the masses might look at these people and go, wow, they're so cool. Like you see influencer girls, it really always is girls, sometimes guys too, on Snapchat who will come up in the lower part, below your friends are here and they're down here in like square or rectangles. They have, you'll see at the top how many posts. They'll literally have like 100 posts a day. And maybe it's different with them because they're getting paid to do it, but in the beginning they weren't. These are people who have to take a picture or a video and they have to catalog every single thing they do throughout the day. Like an example is like Livy Dunn, who's very famous and well known. Every time she gets food, every time she goes somewhere, every time she does something, every time she puts her hair in a new style, every time she changes her outfit, she posts it, right? Again, I know she's getting paid to do it. The point is, so many people live like this. I know so many regular people, they'll add me or I'll add them off QuickAd, and I'll just be like, oh my God, I can't keep this person because they post 40, 50, whatever times a day. It's insane. Everybody knows that cousin on Facebook that you have to mute because you don't want to delete them, but they post all day long. And you're like, dude, take a break. But this is really, from what I've seen, affecting young girls more than anyone. And not just like really young, 'cause I don't really know what's happening with like middle school age girls. I'm sure my little brother could tell me. But I mean like early college and probably high school. And in high school, it's more of a social glue because you're around the same people every day, whereas college, the world opens up a lot. But nonetheless, it's not good for people. And I'll tell you, my mental clarity, happiness, everything is so much greater when I'm not staring at my phone, just trying to watch what everybody else is doing all day. I mean, I would go to it for comfort. I would go to it when I didn't have anything else to do or I was avoiding what I needed to do. And I'll tell you, now that I'm not doing it anymore, when I do it, it hurts me a bit because I start to think like, wow, I used to do this all day. That's so crazy because I'm getting literally nothing out of this. Nothing. You get nothing from it. Yeah, those people might snap you back and you get a momentary dopamine hit of, wow, I'm special. I got their attention. You should be doing something more productive with your life. Get your dopamine hits from better, healthier sources. Build that stable foundation that you need. Build that community of people who aren't going to leave you, who aren't going to pop into your life while it's convenient, fun, cool, and pop right back out, which is how most people are going to treat you in your life. So you need to find the people that are going to stick around. Not spend your whole day on your phone, snapping every stranger you've ever met of the opposite sex or whatever you're into, just to try to get that affirmation. Wow, I'm hot. Wow, I'm special. It's not going to do it for you. It's not going to do it for you. We all need to get better at this. So I guess my point is that it's just terrible. And I see so many people that are chronically online that it's almost the norm today. And that's a problem. Anyway, I just did like 10 minutes really lightheaded and I'm a little proud of myself. So if this helped, this is very different from my last two videos, but you know, I'm going to keep kind of saying whatever's on my mind when it comes to me, and try to get information to you guys, help you think differently, give you advice, give you tips in life. So if you enjoyed this, if this is helpful, if you want to keep this discussion going, if you think this message is important, then like this video, leave a comment, share this video so that more people can see it, and subscribe so that you see the next thing I post, and you never know, might change your life. All right. Thanks, guys.